Graham Britton and Tyler Benetti due up here for the bottom of the first for the Bombers.
Number 89. Greg.
Just the second game for the Bombers. They played first game of day 2 of week 1 and were off last week. Hamish Rifleman pokes this one into right. Fly ball should be an easy play for Prentice. And she'll make the catch route number 1. Angels coming into this game 1-1, I think. 1-1. Had that walk-off victory over the Wildcats and then fell to the ball players. Graham Britton puts this one into center. Tracking it is Mike Drop. She'll make the catch 2 away now. And here's Tyler Benetti. 2-1 the count here to Tyler Benetti. Lets that one go 3-1. And that will be a walk, so both teams managing to get a base runner aboard with 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Billy O'Connell. Billy O'Connell takes a couple balls downstairs. That one is wide, 3-0 to Billy O'Connell. And Billy O'Connell will walk off 4 straight pitches. That's going to put 2 men aboard here for Lexi Luther. Lexi Luther coming into her sophomore season. Was a big part of the Bombers' run in the postseason. She absolutely caught on fire. 3-0 count here to Luther as Mance has thrown 7 straight balls and make that 8. And just like that, the bases have been loaded. And here's the rookie Albart Pujols. Well, can he be considered a rookie since he played in the Super Series? I don't know. But here he is. Chance to get the Bombers on the board first. And he's up 3-0. 11 straight balls for man. Oh, that one is called a strike. And Pujols is going to pop this one up into shallow right. And Mans will get out of the jam. Base is loaded and cannot convert, and we'll head to the top of the second. Still in a scoreless game here, Sophie Newmore to lead things off for the Angels. Newmore puts this one to the center, tracking his Kent Iffy. It's going to fall in front of him and get down for a leadoff single for the Angels. That's going to bring up Emily Prentice. This one's grounded to second, could be 2 in time at second for 1. Irons to first in time, and a Dragon special has been turned. 2-away now, and then it brings up Lindsey Watson, the second base woman for the Angels. She gets ahead in the count 2-0. Swings and misses at that one, 2-1. That one's a called strike. Puppet, what is your brilliant idea? This one is popped into the stands. She lives to see another pitch. This one is going to be caught by Irons on his shoe tips for out number 3, and we'll head to the bottom of the second inning. Kent Iffy Jr., Alyssa Sass, and Ferris Irons do it for the Bombers here. The Los Angeles Angels.
Number 42. Greg. That's down.
2-1 the count here to Kent Iffy Jr. He takes a strike on the bottom edge. Tough out activated for him here. Count runs full now. He's going to hit this one down into left center, just over the glove of short. Is that still D? No, that's Monica Elmenreich at short now. So Kent Iffy is aboard with a leadoff single. That's going to bring up Alyssa Sass. With the rankings that Elder did, I believe he's in chat, has Alyssa Sass rated as one of the top 3 catchers in the league. Kent Iffy's trying to go first to third and just gets under the tag. So runners now at the corners here for Ferris Irons. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Can the Bombers capitalize
Ball inside.
second time round?
That's inside.
2-0 count here to Irons.
Ball inside.
He's also making his debut season in the major leagues.
Four.
And he'll take a 4-pitch walk there, and the Bombers will once again load the bases, but this time nobody is out, and back to the top of the order, and here's Hamish Rifleman, infield playing in.
89.
This one's hit. Oh, a great snag by Sophie, and she tags Irons for a Dragons special.
The second baseman, number 60.
So just like that, 2 away for Graham Britton.
Nope, high. Strike.
He falls behind 1 and 2 here, and this one will be popped up into center. And Mike Drop will make the catch for out number 3, and the Bombers once again come up empty, load the bases with nobody out, and can't get anyone across, and we'll head to the top of the 3rd inning, still in a scoreless tie here.
Number
When Mike Drop to lead things off for the Angels.
Strike. Strike.
0 and 2 quickly to Mike Drop.
That's inside.
Check swings there, lets that one go. But pops up the next pitch to side to home plate. Sass will get under it, make the catch, 1 away.
Now batting.
That brings up the catcher, Alicia Woody. Woody will ground this one to first. Billy O'Connell will take it himself, round number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So, Puppet, I have a question for you. I know you're sitting at like 2 and 1, 2 and 2. As Van Vadia is going to hit this one in the gap. That's going to roll all the way to the warning track. If he can't handle it, she's headed for second. Will she try third? She will not. But she'll stay put at second with a 2.
Now batting, the
She'll stay put at second with a 2-out double. That's going to bring up Wendy Peppercorn. It's the first chance the Angels have had tonight. Where are the games you have won against the wrong fielders so far, the 2 you've expected to win this season? Is it all downhill now?
Now
Trying to get
the third
one more
baseman,
season of good draft picks and then maybe
23.
start bouncing back, maybe some next season and then after that. So just like that, 2 on, 2 out here for dangerous hitter Tina Tygo.
Outside.
She takes a 1-1 count here from Cassiopeia.
Outside.
That one runs outside, 2-1.
Strike.
That one's a called strike on the inside edge, 2-2, the payoff pitch. Strike 3, called! Cassiopeia sits down. Tina Tygo will remain at 0 apiece going into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Benetti O'Connell and Lexi Luther do it for the Bombers here.
Left fielder.
A huge strikeout for Cassiopeia to deny the Angels. This one's grounded to short. Elmenreich up with it. The throw in time at first for round number 1.
Now batting. the
Brings up
third
Billy O'Connell.
Number 10.
So 2 hits, 4 walks given up by Man so far today. O'Connell fouls that one pretty hard.
Strike.
Inside part of the strike zone being called today by the home plate umpire. Strike 3 called! Another inside edge one.
Now
And Billy O'Connell is rung up. First strikeout of the night for Mans.
20. Strike.
That's going to bring up Lexi Luther.
That's outside. That's up.
2-1 the count to Luther. She's already drawn a walk so far tonight. That one's lined to third. Tygo snags it, and we'll head to the 4th inning. Elmenreich, Neuenmuller, and Prentice do up for the Angels here.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Elmenreich 0 for 1 so far. Swing and miss there. This one's grounded to first. Billy O'Connell can't handle it. It's off his glove, and that's going to be an infield single to lead off the inning for the Angels here in the 4th. That's going to bring up a big hitter, Sophie Neuenmuller. Some decent speed on the base pass with the runner on first. This one's grounded to second. Britton goes to short to one and back to first for the Dragons special.
The right fielder.
A huge double play, and that brings up Emily Prentice.
Off the plate.
Britton to Irons, back to O'Connell, and 2 down now in the top of the 4th. Britton's fouls that one off, 2-1 the count.
Strike.
That one's called to the top of the zone, 2-2.
That's inside.
Lays off that one, full count to Prentice. Swung on, Pujols can't handle it. He stays with it. The throw is going to be not in time. And Prentice with an infield single.
The second baseman, number 12.
That's going to bring up Lindsey Watson. 5 hits given up from Cassiopeia tonight so far through 3 2/3. A couple of unlucky bounces there. 2 infield hits, but strikes out Watson to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's going to be Albert Pujols, Ken Iffy Jr., and Alyssa Sass do it for the Bombers.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 55. Strike. Right.
So we're going to miss there. 0-2 to Albert Pujols.
Outside.
Lays off a couple, evens the count up. Swings at this one. This one could be a Bomber special. It's just in front of Peppercorn. It gets down. So Albert Pujols finds his way on. That's going to bring up Ken Iffy Jr.
Number 42. Nope. Ball inside.
Just the 3rd hit given up so far tonight by Mans.
Strike.
Swing and a miss there by Iffy Jr., who has one of those 3 hits.
Low.
He's ahead in the count 3-1.
Strike.
Lets that one go. Count runs full, and that will activate tough out for Iffy.
Foul ball.
Fouls that one off. That was a meatball down the heart of the plate. This one's grounded to second. Watson in time at second for 1. To first, a Dragon special this time for the Angels.
The catcher.
That puts 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th, and Junita Mans is now locked in.
Low.
That's going to bring up Alyssa Sass. That one's a grounder to first. Newmuller will take it herself, step on the back for out number 3, and we'll head to the top of the 5th inning. Still knotted up at 0. Mic drop, Woody and Vidia do up for the
Now
Angels.
batting, the center fielder, number 5. That's down. Ball high. Strike.
2-1 the count here to Mic drop.
Strike.
2-2 now.
Right.
Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Ducato. Her 3rd of the evening, and now she's going to be locked in.
Catcher, number 3.
That's going to bring up Alicia Woody 0 for 1 so far. Number 9 hitter. First pitch swing grounds it to O'Connell. He'll step on the back for out number 2.
Now
Back to the top of the order, and Vidia,
number
with the lone
1.
extra base hit of the game so far, has herself a double.
Strike. Strike.
She falls behind 0-2 to Cassiopeia. And will also ground this one to first. O'Connell will toss it to Ducato, who covers in time for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th here. Ferris Irons, Hamish Rifleman, and Grand Britain 9-1-2 do it for the Bombers here.
The shortstop, number 2.
Bit of a pitching duel going on so far as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Mann's pitch count is a bit higher than her counterparts. But that's going to be hit up the middle and a base hit to lead off the bottom of the 5th for the Bombers. Ferris Irons is aboard. And we'll go back to the top here with Hamish Rifleman.
The right fielder.
Struggling so far this season, just the 2nd game, 0 for 2.
That's inside.
I think still trying to find his first hit of the season. Pitch out there, 2-1 the count to Rifleman. Hands is somewhat concerned about Irons. This one is hit into right. Should be an easy play for Prentice. She makes a catch for out number 1. Hit and run was on, but Irons will trot back to first.
Now batting, the
That's going to bring up Graham Britton. He's 0 for 2 so far today as well.
60. Inside.
Hit and run is on. That one's hit straight to Watson. In time at second for 1, and another Dragon special has been turned. And we go to the 6th inning. I think that's 2 Dragon specials turned for each defense.
The left fielder, number 9.
Each team flashing leather so far on this one. Wendy Peppercorn to lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Outside. Strike.
That one's called on the inside edge. Swing misses, then that one, 2-2 the count. This one's a slow roller to second. Britton up with it. Has plenty of time to get to O'Connell for out number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 23.
And here's Tina Tago, 1 for 2 so far tonight.
Ball inside.
She's going to ground this one to Britton as well. Out number 2 recorded.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 41.
Yes, Elder, it is double play city tonight. This one's going to be through the left side of the infield. Base hit for, is that Neuenmuller? No, Elmenreich. I always get their names confused with one another. So, Coteau still locked in, but a dangerous hitter in Neuenmuller at the plate with a runner on with some good speed. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Strike 2 called, but tough out activated for Neuenmuller. This one's a grounder to second. Should be an easy play for Britton in time for out number 3. And another 0 hung up on the scoreboard as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-4-5 do it for the Bombers here.
Now batting,
Ty Bernetti 0 for 1 has drawn a walk so far tonight. 81 pitches to start off the frame for Mans. And this one's hit into right. Tracking back is Prentice. She's at the wall. Doesn't have enough. It's gone! It just ekes over the wall and right. And we have ourselves a run on the board. Tyler Benetti, 381 to right. And the Bombers take a 1-0 lead. Just literally ekes over the wall. And that's it for Mans. They'll hand the ball over to Pacifica Northwest.
nope, high.
But Mans, I think, beating all expectations of what was probably expected for her tonight. Got through 5 innings before that home run.
Take your man.
Got out of a couple of jams as well. Bases loaded, didn't give up any runs.
Now batting, the
Bill O'Connell has walked. The first batter Northwest faces. That's going to bring up Lexi Luther. She takes a strike high and outside, or she takes a strike. 1-1 the count now.
that's inside.
On a bit too tall. 2-1 the count now.
Strike.
That ump loves that far outside edge. Full count now. This one's going to be up the middle, just over the glove of Pacific Northwest, and that's going to be a hit for Lexi Luther, and that's 2 aboard. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Bombers, and that's going to bring up Albart Pujols.
Number 55.
Pujols, first pitch swing, pops this one up. First base side, infield fly is called. Neuenmuller will make the snag, 1 away.
Now batting,
And here's Ken Iffy Jr., 1 for 2 on the evening.
42.
He's first pitch swinging as well, and another infield fly is called. Northwest just has to take a step off the mound to make the catch for round number 2.
Now batting,
And the Bombers look like they're looking square in the face of stranding a couple more runners on the base pass. Here's Alyssa Sass. Can she deliver here in the clutch? 2 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss there. 0-2 the count to Alyssa Sass.
ball high.
Dangerous pitch to let go, but it's too tall. But strike 3 called on the slider. The home run puts the Bombers on the board, but they strand a pair of runners as we go to the 7th inning.
Now batting, the
1-0 in favor of the home team. Emily Prentice to lead things off. She falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss! Way outside the strike zone, but went fishing for it and came up empty. 4 strikeouts for Ducateau. Pinch hitter now, Scarlett Buchanan will come in for Lindsey Watson. She starts off with a 1-1 count. That ball's in there, 1-2. This one's down the third base line. It's going to stay fair. The throw from Pujols in time for round number 2.
Now batting,
And that's going to bring up Gwen mic drop.
number 5.
0 for 2 so far tonight. Number 8 hitter in the Angels lineup. Swing and a miss there. 0-2 the count. This one is popped up. Should be an easy play for Sash. She barely has to move, and she makes the catch for round number 3. Well, it's time to stretch. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. Thank you all for tuning in. Week 3, day 1. I do believe this will be a chicken sandwich week. Picking up where I left off. Thank you all for, especially you, Puppet. You picked up a stream. Aggie picked up a stream or 2 on Super Saturday and the first day of week 2. So thank you all for picking up my slack. That's going to be a walk for Ferris Irons, his second of the game.
Now batting,
Back to the top of the order, Hamish Rifleman up.
fielder, number 89. That's up.
And this one's going to be up the middle. Hamish Rifleman has himself a base hit. And the Bombers are in business once again. 2 aboard, nobody out here, and that's going to bring up Graham Britton.
The second baseman, number 60.
Runners are going. This one's under the glove of Pacific Northwest.
Now batting, the left
Shortstop backed her up.
number
Throws it to first in time for round number 1, but both runners advance 90 feet. So runners in scoring position here for Tyler Benetti. And Benetti, oh! Elmenreich with a great defensive stop. Once again, the infield plane in, saves runs for the Angels. Thought that one was going to scoot just by her, but she's able to snag it, get it to first in time for round number 2. It looks like they're going to intentionally walk Billy O'Connell to load the bases to get to Lexi Luther. The third walk of the evening for Billy O'Connell. Bases loaded for Lexi Luther, 1 for 2 today. Can she deliver for her team? First pitch swinging up the middle. No one's going to get to that. And 1 run's going to score. Another one rounding third, headed home. The throw to third is going to be caught by Elmenreich. But 2 RBIs for Lexi Luther, and the Bombers take a 3-0 lead.
number 55.
Runners now at the corners here for Albart Pujols. Still 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. 3-0 game. Pujols fouls that one off. 1-1 the count.
Nope, high.
Pacific Northwest tense now. Another one fouled off by Pujols. 1 for 3 on the day.
No,
Lays off that one. Count runs full. And that one's going to be too tall, and the bases will be loaded once again. That's going to bring up Kent Iffy Jr.
the center fielder, number 42. That's up. Follow.
That one misses just barely. 2-0. Fouls that one off. 2-1 now to Kent.
Follow.
That one misses. 3-1. Nowhere to put Kent Iffy.
Break.
That one finds his own. Count runs full. Tough out on for Kent Iffy Jr. And Kent Iffy Jr. puts this one into center field, and it's a grand slam! Kent Iffy Jr. with the shot into dead center field, 454 feet, and busts the door open for the Bombers. They now lead 7-0.
Now batting.
Tough out, activated, and left the building.
Ball high. That's outside.
In comes Lisa Louisville, and she'll get Alyssa Sass to pop this one to second. Scarlett Buchanan makes the catch, but that's going to end the inning. But a 6th spot for the Bombers. They lead 7-0 going into the top of the 8th. 9-1-2 do it for the Angels here.
Number 3.
Ducato still on the mound through 7 so far. Just now at 84 pitches, giving up 6 hits, a walk, 4 strikeouts so far. She's locked in,
Outside.
but falls behind 3-0 here to Alicia Woody.
Take your base.
And that will be a 4-pitch walk. So the leadoff runner aboard for the Angels. They've had a leadoff runner aboard a few times here tonight, but the Bombers defense able
That's up.
to neutralize those runners, as well as Ducato striking out a handful. This one could be trouble. Bomber special into right, but tracking is Rifleman, who actually makes the catch in foul territory for out number 1, and Vadia fouls out.
Now batting, the left
That's going to bring up Wendy Peppercorn. And that's going to do it for Cassiopeia. 7 1/3 innings, and in comes Mario Wrestles to try and close the door. Broken bat swinging on that one. Will it stay in play? It looks like it will. I'll be caught for out number 2.
Now batting,
And up comes
the
Tina
third
Tygo,
baseman,
1 for 3 on the evening.
23.
First pitch swinging, Tygo fouls that one off. This one's a grounded to third. Pujols up there in time at first for round number 3. And the side is retired, and we'll head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Ferris Irons, Hamish Rifleman, and Graham Britton to lead things off for the Bombers.
The shortstop.
Looking to add a cherry on top here against Lisa Louisville.
That's outside. Strike.
Ferris Irons puts this one into left, and that one's going to be gone. Ferris Irons with his second home run of the season and makes it 8-0 Bombers.
Now back, the right fielder, number 89. Strike.
Up comes Hamish Rifleman.
Ball inside.
Boy, how my voice is already froggy. I need to lay off a couple of these things. We still got 3 more games to go.
Inside.
This one's a jammed shot from Hamish, popped up into shallow center. Scarlett Buchanan will make the catch for round number 1. In comes Graham Britton, 0 for 4 today, tense. Not had a great day at the plate. But instantly connects with that one and puts it into the gap. That's going to roll all the way to the track. Mike Drop finally catch up to it, but not before. Graham Britton has himself a double and gets his mojo right back.
The left fielder, number
Brings up Tyler Benetti. He homered a couple innings ago, put the Bombers on the board, and they have not looked back since.
That's up.
3-0 count to Benetti. And he will walk on 4 pitches. That puts 2 on, only 1 out here for Billy O'Connell.
Number
Has walked 3 times today, 0 for 1 otherwise.
ball inside. Off the plate.
And he's ahead 2-0 here.
Nope.
Make it 3-0.
Take your base.
And Billy O'Connell will walk for the 4th time to bring up Lexi Luther.
The designated hitter.
She succeeded last time the bases were loaded. She put one up the middle that scored 2. Won't be as successful here as she softly lines that one to first for round number 2.
Now batting.
Bases remain loaded here for Albart Pujols.
Number 55. Strike.
Backs him off the plate there. 1-1 the count. And Pujols will softly line that to short to Elmenreich for round number 3. And we'll head to the top of the 9th. Bombers leading 8-0. Just 3 outs away from closing this one off.
Now batting.
Part of the order to it for the Angels here. Elmenreich 2 for 3 on the day so far.
Strike.
Wonder if she's the only multi-hit Angel.
Ball high.
Dribbler, oh, in no man's land, but Wrestle's able to snag it and get it to first in time for round number 1. A great play by Wrestles. A bit unnecessary given the 8-run lead, but showing that he can do it regardless. Up comes Sophie Neuenmuller.
High.
And Neuenmuller's going to put this one into the gap, and that's going to be trouble. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. She's headed for second. Ambush Rifleman up with it. Will she go for third? She'll stay put at second with a 1-out double. So she puts up her second hit of the evening. That's going to bring up Emily Prentice. And the Angels prevent getting shut out here with a runner in scoring position. That one's under the glove of Mario Wrestles, and it looks like the Angels will put a run up on the board. The throw from Iffy is nowhere close to the plate, and the Angels have themselves a run, 8-1 here.
Second baseman, number 10.
So 1 on, 1 out here, top of the 9th, 8-1 ball game. Scarlett Buchanan came in as a pinch hitter. Took over second base duties, was grounded to short. Ferris Irons just could end the game in second for 1. Britton and to first for the Dragon special, and the Bombers will take the win 8-1 over the Angels. Let's take a look at some of the stats. A 6th run, 7th inning gets the Bombers what they need to get over the hump. Okay, I was wrong. Ellenreich, Neuenmuller, and Prentice all with multi-hit games. They combined for 6 of the Angels' 8 hits. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts for the Angels offensively. 10 walks, 2 strikeouts for the Bombers, along with 11 hits, a pair from Luther, Kniffy, and Irons, with Billy O'Connell actually the only Bomber not to record a hit. Granted, he only had 1 actual at-bat. Home run from Benetti, a grand slam from Kniffy Jr., and a solo shot from Ferris Irons. Mans gets the loss, only 1 earned through 5 innings pitched, and it was actually Pacifica Northwest, surprising, who takes the L. Well, doesn't take the L, but gets beat up really bad, is 6 earned through 1 2/3, and Louisville with another one. Ducateau gets the win, no earned through 7 1/3. giving up only 8 base runners, 4 strikeouts, and Mario Russell has given up 1 through 1 2/3 of relief. MVP of the game will be Ken Iffy Jr. with that grand slam, followed by Ferris Irons and Cassiopeia Ducato. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our lone heroic game of the night, Retrievers and Overdrafts, right after this.
I close my eyes, the moment I capture, I feel alive. So I hold on, I'll never surrender, and I'll love strong. This is forever. This is forever. So I hold on.
All right, game number 2 of the evening takes us to Tiger Den for the Overdrafts and Retrievers. Overdrafts playing just their second game of the season, like the Bombers. Had the one game on opening week, got beat pretty badly by the Walkers. One of the bigger lopsided games of the weekend of the first week, 15-1. Hopefully to change their fates in this one, facing a 2-1 Retrievers team. Dice K on the mound for the Overdrafts versus Happy Tailwind for the Retrievers. Swing and a miss, and Dice K rings him up there. Already getting a strikeout on the evening. A couple of quick outs brings up Flip Day. Flip Day is going to put this one into left. Sardee is under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Dice K, and we'll head to the bottom of the first. It's Ruby Sue, Katarina Ducato, and Bookie Astaire do it for the Overdrafts.
Center fielder, number 4.
Swing and miss there, 0-2 the count. And a strikeout to start off the game for Happy Tailwind.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 35.
This one's popped up into shallow center. Barrett Hewitt will make the catch for round number 2.
Now batting,
And that's going to bring up Mookie Astaire.
fielder, number 14. Hey,
2-2 the count here to Astaire. Fouls that one off, stays alive. Fouls off another one. Count runs full. And that one's going to get by Jet Me. That's ball 4.
Now
And a stairwell walk to bring up Carlos Ramos.
number 22.
So Tailwind can't copy the outing for Dice K in that first inning. Looks to get Ramos down here. 1-2 the count. Payoff pitch inside. Evens up the count. Count runs full once again here. Runner going. That one's fouled off. This one's popped into right. And caught by Clyde Levi for out number 3. So nothing doing from the 2-out walk. And we'll head to the top of the second inning. Smart Park, Jet Me, and Domingo Ritchie do it for the Retrievers here.
The third baseman, number 26.
Smart Park, first pitch swinging, pops it up, breaks his bat behind home plate. And Wahlberger will make the snag for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher.
Brings up
number
Jet Me.
38.
Hey, Elder, are you here still? Just for the sake of things, a funny thing to look at would be last team SSBO, like who are like the worst like 2 individuals for each position in the majors at very least, I guess.
Now batting,
Fly out to
the
right for out number
designated
2,
hitter,
and that's going to
number
bring up
29.
Domingo Ritchie. Ritchie fouls that one off. Strike 2 called. 1-2 the count here. Payoff pitch. Lays off of it. 2-2 now. That will be through the right side of the infield. Base hit for Ritchie. First base runner of the day for the Retrievers brings up French Tater. Swing and a miss! And French Tater goes down and the side is retired. Bottom of the second we go, it's Swolhei Brotani, Bush League, and Shiru Emiya for the overdrafts.
Hitter, number 24.
Swolhei Brotani with contact versus lefties activated with Happy Tailwind on the mound. This one's going to be fouled off. Stay foul. Down the third baseline, excuse me. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Tailwind. Both pitchers with 2 strikeouts here early in the game.
Baseman, number
Tailwind now locked in after facing only 5 batters. But falls behind 3-0 to Bush League. Finds his own there. But will ultimately lose him and lose the mojo he just got.
now batting, the first baseman,
And that brings up Shiru
number
Emiya.
45.
One of the assets the overdrafts got in that Jackson Moore the 4th trade with the Stingers. 2-1 the count here. 2-2 now. That one's fouled. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Tailwind. He's rung up 3.
The left fielder,
And here's Everett Sardee.
17.
Sardee, first pitch swinging, puts that one in the bleachers. Back to locked in for Tailwind. Only giving up 2 walks so far in this one. 2-2 the count. Grounded to short, flipped A with up with it. In time at first, route number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 3rd inning, still in a scoreless tie. Max Swingins, Clyde Levi, and Steve Sessions, or Steve Stevens.
Number 20.
SK has to be pretty close to locked in himself. That one's flown out to left. Sardine making the snag, one away.
The right fielder, number 11.
There it is, locked in for Dice K. We've got ourselves another starting pitching duel here. This one's a slow grounder to first, just in front of Ducato, who snags it. Gets first in time, out number 2.
The first baseman, number 16.
And that's going to bring up Steve Sessions. And he'll ground this one to second. Ducato up with it again. In time at first for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning again for Dice K. And we'll head to the bottom of the third. It's Wahlberger, it's Ruby Sue, and Katarina Ducato up for the overdrafts.
Number 44.
This one's popped up, but not a lot of foul territory here in Tiger Den, and will be off the netting. Full count again here to Joseph Wahlberger. And strike 3 called at the bottom of the zone. The curveball got him. And it's another strikeout for Tailwind. He's got 4. This one's a grounder up the middle. Flip Day can't track it. And Ruby Sue will be aboard. The first hit of the night for the overdrafts now. Both teams with only 1 hit so far tonight in game number 2. That brings up Katarina Ducato. We just saw her younger sister throw a gem for the Bombers. Can Katarina deliver for her team? This one's hit it to center. Tracking back is Sessions, and it's gone! The Ducato name is having a night here in week 3 of the SSBL. As that one soars on into center field, and the overdrafts take a 3-0 lead.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Oh, 2-0. I don't know why I thought 3. And up comes Mookie Astaire now. Happy Tailwind no longer locked in. And Astaire will take a walk.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 22.
Here's Carlos Ramos. Oops. 2. That one's popped into right. Claudette Levi will make the snag. 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And that's going to bring up Swolhei Brotani. A late draft pick by the overdrafts, but good enough to plug into the designated hitter spot. Get the start in his rookie season. 2-2 the count here to Brotani, and swings and misses that one. It's another strikeout for Tailwind, his 5th. But he gives up a 2-run shot to Katarina Ducato. And the overdrafts will take the lead 2-0 going into the top of the 4th inning. Two and two the count here to Vera Hewitt. Count will run full. This one's grounded to KDC. In time at first, 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
It's going to bring up Flip Day. Outside. 3-0 the count. Finds the zone there, 3-1 now. But we'll lose him on the...
Now batting, the third baseman, number 26.
So runner aboard now here for Smart Pack. And the Retrievers tie the game right back up. This one's grounded to the third. Legan's time at second for 1. In time at first, they go around the horn for the Dragons special. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning.
Now batting.
And here's the man who started it off, Bush League.
Number 47.
Going 5-4-3 for the inning double play. Let's see if he can keep the offensive momentum going for his team. He's got a 3-1 count. But Tailwind battles back, runs the count full. And ball 4 is called, so Bush League will take a leadoff walk.
The first baseman,
If we had the umpire from game number 1, I think that would have been Tailwind's 5th strikeout. But instead, we got a runner on first. For Shiru and Mia, he's got a 2-1 count here. 2-2 now. Inside, count runs full. And another walk for Tailwind. First 2 batters reach on the walk, and it brings up Everett Sardee. And Happy Tailwind will get pulled 5 walks here through 3+ innings. And in comes News Girl. And that's going to be up the middle, base hit for Sardee. Runner's going to head for third. Around third, head from home. The throw from Swingins is going to be not in time. The runner just under the glove of Jet Me. And it's a 3-0 lead for the Overdrafts. Up comes Joseph Wahlberger. 2 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Overdrafts looking to rebound after the hard week 1 loss to the Walkers. And strike 3 called. News Girl gets her first career strikeout in the major leagues. K-Man paying off nicely for her there. 1 down here for the top of the order, Ruby Sue. Yes, the earned run goes to Tailwind. That was his runner he left on bases. News Girl will go to second, get the lead runner. Almost turned the Dragon special because Ruby Sue is fairly slow, but she just manages to beat it out. So 2 away here. Runners at the corners now for Katarina Ducateau. She hit a home run to dead center field that started the scoring. He's going to pop this one up into center field. Should be ending the inning. Vera Hewitt will make the snag for round number 3. But another run comes home for the Overdrafts. They lead 3-0 going into the top of the 5th inning. 5, 6, 7. Do it for the Retrievers here. Jet Me to start things off. Dice K locked in. Gone through 4 innings so far with 1 hit and a walk so far and 2 strikeouts. Excellent performance so far this evening from Dice K. This one is falling out into right. Tracking it is a stare. And I'll make the catch for route number 1. Up comes Richie, the lone hit of the evening tonight for the Retrievers. And might have himself a bomber special. No, just falls on the foul side of the first base line. And he'll ground the next pitch to third. Bush League in time at first, round number 2. A lot cleaner infield we're seeing from the Overdraft so far on this one. A lot of things that plagued them that first game were errors in the infield. A lot of misplays and miscues that the Walkers were able to take advantage of. And so far, that's looked cleaned up here for the Overdrafts. And this one, full count here to French Tater. And French Tater will put that one through the left side of the infield, just past the diving glove of Bush League at third. And they'll have a 2-out single here for Max Swingins now.
Number 20.
Max Swingins will line that one out to Ducateau for out number 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-4-5, do it for the Overdrafts here. News Girl will retake the mound here, facing kind of the beefier part of this Overdrafts lineup. Trial by fire. Oh, it's a liner to Smart Park for out number 1. Get on a rope, but right to him. Brings up Ramos. Ramos was a selection in the season 6 draft by the Serpents, but was a trade right after it. The Overdrafts traded for Ramos and gave up, I think it was Tuff Baythong, if I remember. It was either Tuff Baythong or it was the other younger pitcher the Serpents have.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Quick 2 outs now. Up comes Bush League, who's walked twice. He's first pitch swinging, but fouls that one behind home plate into the stands. 1-1 the count. Owen finds his own 1-2 now. Let's see if K-Man will pay off again here for Newsgirl. It pays off as a ground out to first, and the side is retired. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. Still a 3-0 ball game in favor of the Overdrafts.
The right fielder.
9-1-2 to up for the Retrievers to start off the 6th inning. Claudette Levi, number 9 hitter, pops this one up. KDC will make the catch, one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 16.
This one's popped up to left. Can Sardee make the charge in there in time? He will, and makes the catch in foul territory for out number 2.
Baseman, number 2.
I'm pretty sure Dice K played in the majors last season, but I think he was mainly a reliever. He might honestly not have ever made an appearance, but I want to say fairly confidently that this is his first ever start in the majors, and he's having himself quite an evening, doing very well for himself here. As we'll head to the bottom of the 6th, still 3-0 Overdrafts. Dice K making fairly light work of the Retrievers' offense. This one's fouled back. Will remain an 0-2 count here to Shiru Amiya. 0-for-1 with a walk so far. A slow grounder to second. Hewitt up with it in time at first, round number 1. Newsgirl doing a fairly decent job here through 2 and a 3rd inning so far. Only given up a hit and a walk so far, and has 1 strikeout. And gets Everett Sardee to break his bat. Swinging at this one, pops it into left. Flip Day, the shortstop, actually makes his way back to catch it for number 2. That's going to bring up Joseph Wahlberger. He's 0-for-2 today and tense. Not exactly what you want to see from your catcher from behind the plate, especially with Wahlberger. He's not the greatest defensive catcher in the league by any stretch. Swing and a miss, another strikeout for Newsgirl. It's a 1-2-3 inning for her, and we'll go to the top of the 7th. Flip Day, Snot, Hawk, and Jet Me do up for the Retrievers.
Number 10.
Dice K cruising so far. Might be close to on fire here with a couple more outs. It's heading to count 1 and 2. This one is falling out into right. This actually might get down. That's going to fall on the line for a base hit. Astaire gets to it, cuts it off before it can turn into extra bases. But a leadoff single for the Retrievers. Just the 3rd hit of the evening for them. That's going to bring up Smot Pak 0-for-2. And Pak puts one into right, but that's going to be foul. This one's going to be up the middle. That's going to get down for a base hit. So 2 runners now aboard here for the Retrievers. And just like that, 1 swing baseball. And who other comes up than Jet Me. And check that. Actually, Jet Me will get pinched hit for Yankee No Brim. But we see the return of Kerwin Karp. No Brim will pop this one up in foul territory. Wahlberger will make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 29.
Richie, the designated hitter. Might have the most power of this Retrievers starting roster. And he's going to get popped up into foul territory. And that's going to be 2 huge outs for Dice K. And it's up to French Tater now. He was the early season home run hitter with 2 in the first game against the wrong fielders. I don't think he's hit any more since then, but I could be wrong. I want to say the leader is now King Kush, who hit 3 in one game in week 2 against the Stingers, and strike 3 called! field. A huge getting out of the jam there by Dice K. Getting 2 foul outs and a strikeout of French Tater. And we'll go to the bottom of the 7th.
The center fielder, number 4.
Now at catcher is Yankee Nobrim. I didn't know he had catcher in his
The second
vernacular.
baseman, number 35.
Here's Ducateau. Her home run being one of the main parts of this overdraft lead. 2-run shot into center field. Quite a few innings ago at this point. This one into left center. And tracking is Max Swingins will make the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 14.
And that brings up Mookie Astaire. 2 quick outs for Newsgirl. She's looking to close off this inning. And we'll get Astaire to pop up into center. And the catch will be made for out number 3. So an excellent outing again for Newsgirl. She's through 4 innings and hasn't given up anything so far. Tip of the cap to her in her SSBL debut. A couple of strikeouts to go under the belt as well. As we head to the top of the 8th, Dice K still on the mound, locked in still. Looking to outdo the excellent performance we saw in Game 1 from Cassiopeia Ducateau. Giving up fewer hits, just as many walks, but 1 fewer strikeouts, but has faced, or gone through, I should say, the same number of innings at 7 1/3. Will probably get left in, as the overdrafts don't have a Mario Wrestles to take the ball. 90 pitches now, though. Don't know if he'll be able to close this one out unless he gets a few more easy outs. This one's up the middle. Ducateau with a diving stop. Can she get the throw in time? She can! A great play by Cassiopeia. And that's out number 2.
Number 16.
Top of the order, Steve Sessions now up. Chops that one foul. 0-2 the count. Just a bit tall. 1-2. That one's grounded to short. Ramos up with it. In time at first, round number 3, and that's 8 innings of shutout baseball from Dice K. We'll head to the bottom half. Overdraft's looking for insurance. It's Ramos Brotani. You up here.
Number 20.
Newsgirl locked in, but toward the end of her rope here. Stamina running out at 44 pitches now. Might be the last batter she faces here. This one's grounded to second. Hewitt up with it in time at first, round number 1. Brings up Swolhei Brotani. 0 for 3 so far tonight. And that'll be it for Newsgirl. An excellent outing for her. 4 1/3. 2 strikeouts, only giving up 1 hit and a walk. Fantastic first outing in her SSBL debut. Zelda Narwhal will take over, and she gets a quick first out.
The third baseman,
Brings up Bush League.
47.
Bush League will round this one to Hewitt. In time for round number 3, so the deficit will be 3 as we head to the top of the 9th inning. Can Daisuke complete the complete game shutout? He's got 2, 3, 4 of the retrievers lineup to deal with.
Number 2.
Hewitt 0 for 3 on the evening. One and 1 the count here as Daisuke readies for his 100th pitch of the evening. It's fouled back, makes it a 1-2 count. Strike 3 call! The 4th strikeout for Daisuke!
Batting, the shortstop, number 10.
Well, Pickle, you should be ecstatic for Daisuke's stat line right now. He has been absolutely fantastic. He is now going to be 1 out away from a complete game shutout.
Now batting, the
Will
third
he be
baseman,
left in to get this last out? Oh, they won't even let him try.
5.
And they'll bring in Mason Nuts to try and get the last out. We have been denied of many a CGSOs by SMB3, trying to get one final out, and the game's just like,
Now
nah.
batting, the catcher,
And Mason Nuts gives up a base hit up the middle, and that's going to bring up Yankee Nobrim. That one's fouled back, makes it a 1-2 count here. And this one's popped up, should end the game. Behind second base is Ramos, and he'll make the snag for out number 3. And the Overdrafts are victorious here and have their first win of the season, 3-0 over the Retrievers. Only getting 3 hits, actually being out-hit by the Retrievers on the day. But made it matter the most. 2 hits from Smot Pock and 1's from Richie Tater and Day for the Retrievers. Only ones getting hits for the Overdrafts were Sue Ducateau with that 2-run home run, and Everett Sardee, 6 walks, 7 strikeouts for the Overdrafts, only 1 walk, 4 strikeouts for the Retrievers offensively. A lot of good pitching, and this one, News Girl making her SSBL debut. 4 1/3 innings, only 2 base runners, also with a pair of strikeouts. Happy Tailwind is the one who gets the loss with the 3 earned through 3. Dice K with the win, just an out short of a complete game shutout, and Mason Nuts cleans things up with the final out of the game. Dice K should be your MVP and is, followed by KDC and News Girl. Well, the Overdrafts are on the board with their first win of the season. The Skulls of Rock are winless. Can they pull off the upset against their division rivals, Serpents? Don't go anywhere. Game number 3 will be right back after this.
I'll never surrender, and I'll never stop. This is forever. This is forever.
go. Game number 3, Serpents and Skulls back in the Epic Conference. This time the Novas division. The SSBL debut for Carey Hearts.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And we've got Cal Cooley on the mound for the Skulls of Rock and Rimiru Neofumi on the mound for the Serpents. Carol Henry, the former Serpent, and she'll start off the game with a base hit through the left side of the infield. Let's see, Pickle, you scored off a 2-run home run from Ducateau, and then I want to say it was like, oh, this one's hit into right, but this park is a little bit deeper than the other ones we've dealt with today, and that one's caught even before the warning track for round number 1. I want to say it was like someone just had a base hit. I want to say it was like Mookie Astaire. Oh, but this one is gone. Buzz, into the second deck of Big Sky. Oh, we don't see that one too often. 466 feet, and the Skulls take a 2-0 lead early. That one was blasted.
Number 7.
And Rimiru is now tense. The earliest we've had runs so far today. It's usually taken us, I think, a minimum of 4 to get the scoring started. And a strikeout to end the inning, but not before the 2-run shot from Buzz Yellow, and the Skulls lead 2-0. Cal Cooley on the mound. Already the 5th game of the season for the Skulls. Jocinda Smith cuts that one off, but can't get the throw to first in time, so that's an infield single for the Serpents. The Serpents will beat you to death and then eat your corpse with their speed. They are probably the fastest team in the league, I would say. Just everyone is ridiculously fast, as Big McLarchus will single up the middle under the glove of Cal Cooley. So that's 2 aboard, nobody out here in the bottom of the first. And up comes Pete Za. And Pete Za is going to put this one to the gap, and that's going to be trouble. That's probably going to tie the game up, as no one's going to be able to cut that one off in time. Buzz Yellow finally throwing it in, but not before 2 runners have scored, and Pete Za has himself a triple.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 77.
So on the blink of the eye, the Skulls take the lead, and you blink once again, and the Serpents tie things right back up. Here's Alfred Walker, an off-season acquisition from the Knights, I believe, but he came from the Unicorns to the Knights, then from the Knights to the Serpents. Mashed that one, but well foul. Swing and a miss! Cooley finally gets the first out of the game.
The center fielder, number
That's going to bring up Jerry Briggs. And Briggs puts this one into center. Tracking back is Buzz Yellow. He's at the wall. And he'll make the catch for out number 2, but he doesn't have a strong enough arm. And the Serpents will take the lead 3-2 from the sacrifice fly from Jerry Briggs.
number 7.
You know, I just realized I played the home run song for Buzz Yellow, not remembering the fact that they weren't the home team. This one's grounded to Zach Sass, and that will do it. But the Serpents gained a lead with 3 in the bottom of the first, and we'll head to the second inning. Lawrence Longshanks, Darius Green III, and Jocinda Smith do it for the Skulls.
Catcher, number 5.
So far, Game 3, the polar opposite of the games we've seen so far tonight. Scoring early and often. Longshanks will ground that one to Morrison. Gets the first in time, one away.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 21.
This one's hit into left. Darius Green III has tied the ball game at 3. A no-doubter into left field for 385 feet, and it's tied at 3 apiece.
Now batting.
Darius Green III might have finally found himself a home here for the Skulls. He was a draft pick by the Gauchos. I want to say season 5. That never really amounted to anything. I think was traded a couple of times before he ended up with the Skulls organization. As Rimuru can't find the zone, he's had a couple bounce off the glove of Big McLarchuge, but Jocinda Smith will waste it and pop that one right to him for out number 1.
The second baseman, number 9.
Number 2, excuse me. Which brings up the number 9 hitter, Zach Sass. And strike 3 call, and Sass is rung up. But we got ourselves a tie ball game here at 3 apiece going to the bottom of the 7th. Bottom third of the lineup due up for the Serpents. 7, 8, 9 here. Leon Morrison lead things off. And Morrison puts a charge on that one, but it's going to be foul. That one also managed to find the stands out in left field. Ball is absolutely flying off the bats here in Big Sky Ballpark. Another one fouled off. It's a full count here to Morrison. And Morrison will draw a leadoff walk.
Now batting, the right fielder.
That brings up Ron Cox.
37.
Takes the first pitch strike low and inside. This one is going to be down into left. That's going to be a base hit. Throw to third is not going to be in time as Morrison goes first to third on the base hit. And that's going to bring up the rookie, Carrie Hartz. Dean, how do you say her name? Is it Carrie? Kari? And Hartz is going to line that one to Jocinda Smith. The defense playing in today has saved many runs for several teams.
Number 15.
So one away, but runner still in the corners. A chance for the Serpents to regain the lead. This one's back to Cooley. Will get the surefire out at first. But a runner does advance to second on this hit and run. So both runners in scoring position here for Big McLarchuge. Zach Sass with the stop. Can he get the throw in time? He can! Zach Sass denies Big McLarchuge and remains tied going into the top of the third.
Now batting, the first baseman, number
I think it's
44.
K, or I like Kai. Carey. Oh, this one's hit high and deep into left center. Does it have enough to get over the wall? It does! And it's none other than the former Serpent herself, Carol Henry. And the Skulls of Rock regain the lead 4-3.
The right fielder, number 18.
Neo Fumi is not having the greatest of outings. 4 earned here through 2 innings pitched. But does have 2 strikeouts, but gives up a walk to Galileo Cat.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And that brings up Buzz Yellow, who hit an absolute monster into the second deck in center field. I bet his 1,000-yard stare is looking right where that ball landed, seeing if he can hit another one to that exact same spot. Oh, but strikes out on a really ugly pitch, and he's retired.
Batting, the designated hitter, number 7.
This one's hit into center. Doesn't have enough. Tracking back is Jerry Briggs. And it's over his head. What is going on here tonight at Big Sky Ballpark? We have ourselves a home run derby, 413 feet into center field. And the Skulls are up 6-3 on the Serpents.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 21.
What in the world is happening? This one's grounded to Hartz. She's up with it in time at first, round number 2.
Now
And that's
batting,
going to bring up
the
Lawrence
catcher,
Longshanks.
number 5.
Longshanks fouls that one off. 0-2 the count. Grounded to second. Morrison up with it in time at first round number 3, but not before the Skulls put up 3 more and take a 3-run lead going into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Pizza, Walker, and Jerry Briggs do it for the Serpents.
The designated hitter, number 5.
This one's grounded to short. Smith up with it in time for one away. Mojo boost for Cooley as he'll be back up to neutral.
Number 77.
Walker 0 for 1 so far today. 2-1 the count here. And Walker's going to put this one into left center. Tracking it is Darius Green, and he'll actually make the catch for out number 2. A good read by him, and he covered in time. It's going to bring up Jerry Briggs. He had the sacrifice fly that gave the Serpents the lead originally in the bottom of the 1st. And we'll put this one into left center. That's going to one-hop off the track on the wall. And he'll have himself a 2-out double. So runner in scoring position here for Yeti Olson. Can the Serpents chip into this 3-run deficit here, but 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. First pitch called a strike. One just misses inside, 1-1. Too tall, 2-1. 3-1 now. This one's hit into right, tracking his Cat, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. So a 0 on the board for the Serpents, and we'll head up to the 4th inning, 6-3 in favor of the Skulls of Rock.
The left fielder, number 21.
And Darius Green continues his good offensive day and gets this one down in the center to start off the 4th inning. How much longer is Remiru going to be left in there?
Number 2.
6 hits, 6 earned runs so far. They're just 3 innings pitched at 45 pitches. Facing against Jocinda Smith right now, 0 for 1. And Smith will pop this one up into left center. Briggs under it. And he'll make the snag for out number 1.
Now batting the second baseman, number 9.
Remiru? I like my pronunciation better. I get the now Fumi because I was adding an extra letter that wasn't there, but Remiru doesn't sound as much fun. Remiru,
Now batting
now
the
Fumi.
first baseman, number 44.
Here's Carol Henry having herself a night against her former team. Bit of a cycle watch, has a home run and a single, but will ground this one to Hartz. Will go to second to get the 3rd out. A close play, but gets it anyway. And the Skulls are held scoreless for the first time as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, remaining a 6-3 ball game.
Second baseman, number 17.
Leon Morrison to lead things off. Big swing to miss there. Pays off that one. 1-1 count here. Shit.
Now batting the right fielder, number 37.
This one's into center.
Now batting the third baseman, number 69.
1-1 count to Carey Hartz. 1-2 now. And strike 3 swinging, and Hartz is retired. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Cat, Yellow, and Kim do up here.
Now batting the right fielder, number 18.
Sweetness there. 1-2 the count to Cat. Cat will put this one to left. Doesn't have enough to bounce off the wall. It will. And Apple has a bit of a trouble with it. She throws it in. But not before Galileo Cat has himself a leadoff double.
Now batting, the
Up
center
comes
fielder,
Buzz
number 4.
Yellow. Up the middle, Yeti Olsen will go to third and will get Cat. Route number 1.
Now batting, the designated
Bit of a slow
hitter,
developing play.
number
Cat thought he
7.
might be able to advance 90 feet. But ended up getting got. Cat has technically been on 3 teams. He was an original draft pick by the Corns,
The third
but he was only ever on their
number
minors team.
21.
And then the Walkers traded Miranda Biscuit for him. And then he played for the Walkers all of last season up from that point, and then traded to the Skulls in the offseason. So technically 3. I mean, maybe 2 majors teams if you want
Now
more of a
batting,
technical
the
answer.
catcher,
3
number
organizations, 2 actual appearances, team appearances. This one's down through the right side of the infield. Skulls will go station to station, and the bases are loaded here for Darius Green the third.
5. Now
And that's going to do it for
number
now Fumi. And that's going to bring in Tough Beifong. And Green deliver with the bases loaded. He's had himself a game so far, 2 for 2 with a home run and a single. And this one's hit. Oh, and Yeti Olsen can't come up with it. It bounces off his glove. 1 run's going to come home to score, and another one is right behind him, and the Skulls are up 8-3.
the shortstop, number 2.
I would, Dean, if you're still here, did you trade? You traded Ramos. Was it for Beifong or was it for the girl that was just pitching? I remember it was one of those 2, but I can't remember which one.
Now batting, the left
And
fielder.
so we had bottom of the 5th inning.
15.
Skulls of Rock leading here 8-3. This one is going to be extra bases, as that's one in the gap for Caramel Apple. She might have herself a triple, and she will. Easiest triple of Caramel Apple's life.
Now
Any slower, that might have been an inside the Parker. She might have made it a close play with how fast she is. Big McLarch shoots up the middle. That's going to be good enough for an RBI single. Serpents making an 8-4 ball game.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 5. Low.
Throw is going to be in time. A good play by Longshanks. But
Now
Cooley will walk.
the first baseman, number 77.
That brings up Walker. And Walker will put this one up the middle. That's going to be good for a base hit.
Now
That brings up Jerry Briggs.
the center fielder, number
Sacrifice fly and a double so far tonight. Could be a big benefit to his team here. As 1 out and 2 on here as the Serpents trail by 4 here in the middle stages of game number 3. And he's going to put this one in the gap, and that's going to clear the bases. 2 runs will score, and it makes it an 8-6 ball game. Jerry Briggs has himself 3 RBIs on the night and 2 doubles.
The shortstop, number 7.
Oh. Bit of a misplay by Sass there, but ball doesn't get away enough for the runner to advance. So 1 on in scoring position and 1 out here for Yeti Olsen. 0 for 2 on the night. Cal Cooley now tense. 1-2 the count. 2-2 now. Count runs full. Swung on. That's going to get down in front of Galileo Cat. Runner will stay put at third, so runners at the corners here for the Serpents.
Second
With one swing of the bat, they could take the lead back. Cal Cooley has given up 10 hits so far tonight, 6 earned, 2 walks through 4 in the 3rd innings pitched. Morrison fouls that one off. Oh, they're going to catch Olsen in a rundown. He was going, and Cooley timed it perfectly. That puts 2 away. One swing of the bat will now tie things up. Oh, but strike 3 is called, and the Skulls remain on top. But the Serpents inch closer with a 3 spot in the bottom of the 5th. It's 8-6 going into the 6th.
Second baseman, number 9.
Zach Sass to lead things off. And Tough Baythong rings up Zach Sass.
The first baseman, number 44.
That is a great play by Eddie Olsen.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 18.
2 quick outs, and it's up to Galileo Cat now to extend the inning. And Cat up the middle under the glove of Morrison. And he's good enough for a 2-out single.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 4.
This one's popped into left. Does it have enough to bounce off the wall? It does, over the head of Apple. Runner's going to round third, head for home. The throw is going to be not to home, and the Skulls put another one up on the board. It's 9-6. They get a run back.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 7.
Alicia Kim, 2 for 3 on the day. She had one of those home runs and a single, 2 RBIs. Looks like they're going to intentionally walk her, as she had RBI woman activated. That's going to bring up the 0 for 3 Kevin Mannequin. A starch contrast in the type of hitter. And the intentional walk will pay dividends as he pops up behind home plate. Big McLarchuch makes a catch for round number 3, but the Skulls get another one, make it a 3-run lead once again going into the bottom of the 6th inning. Cox, Hartz, and Apple will do up here.
The right fielder, number 37.
This one's up the middle, and Ron Cox has himself a leadoff single. You update the score.
Now
It's in 6.
batting, the third baseman,
2.
number 69.
This one's jammed, popped up in foul territory. Will it stay in play? Alicia Kim will make or Carol Henry, excuse me, will make the catch. Round number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, number
That brings up Karen Lapple.
15.
She has herself a triple and a single. She's on cycle watch. That one's up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Runners try to go for third. The throw from Buzz Yellow is going to be in plenty of time. Buzz Yellow with an outfield assist. That puts 2 away. Serpents try to be a little bit aggressive on the base paths, being down by 3 here in the 6th inning. And it ends up biting them. Brings up Big McLarchuch. Cal Cooley towards the end of his outing tonight. They just intentionally walk him and let the next guy be with the next batter, as he has not thrown a pitch in the zone. 3-0 count to McLarchuch. That one's in the zone though. Dangerous living here. Checking on Apple a couple times. 3-1 the count. That will be inside. That's going to be a walk for McLarchuch. That's going to bring up Pete Za, the reigning epic rookie of the year. In comes Cretaceous Moon in relief of Cal Cooley. We're at one swing baseball once again here. Za fouls that one off. He falls behind 0-2 to Moon. Payoff pitch is too tall. 1-2 the count. Jam shot, but could be a bomber special. Tracking it is Jocinda Smith, and she makes the snag for out number 3. And we'll head to the top of the 7th inning. Longshanks Green the third and Jocinda Smith do up for the Skulls.
Number 5.
I really thought that one was going to get down. But Jocinda Smith just fast enough to catch up to that one. This one into right, but Ron Cox able to snag it at his waist. One away. And here's Darius Green the third. 3 for 3 tonight. 2 singles and a home run. 3 RBIs. He's locked in. First pitch swinging though and pops this one into left. Yeti Olson's under it and he'll make the catch for round number 2. Green the third is retired for the first time tonight. And that brings up Jocinda Smith. So far, defensively, the hero. Snagging that before it could become a Bomber special. Keeping the game at a 3-run lead for her team. She's got herself a 2-2 count here against tough Beifong. Fouls this one behind home plate. Like Archie just trekking and will make the catch. Round number 3. I thought that one was going to go into the stands, but it stayed in play and we'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Walker, Briggs, and Olson do up here for the Serpents. Walker 1 for 3 tonight. Fouls that one off. 1-2 the count. Just misses tall. 2-2. Swung on back to Moon. He scoops it. Gets the first in time for round number 1.
Now batting the center fielder.
Up comes Jerry Briggs. Goodness. Jerry Briggs has had himself an evening as well. 2 doubles, 3 RBIs on the night. But grounds this one to second. Sass up with it in time. 2 away.
Now batting
And up comes Yeti Olson. 1 for 3 so far.
number 7.
It's in the dirt. That one swung on. That's going to get into the gap. Can Buzz Yellow's able to cut that one off before it becomes extra bases. So it's a 2-out single for Olson, which brings up Leon Morrison.
The second baseman.
0 for 2 so far tonight. A lot of speed on Olson. Wonder if they will try to steal. Longshanks has already thrown out 1 runner tonight. This one's hit into center field. Tracking it is Buzz Yellow. It's hit at the top of the wall. Runners go around third, head home, and the Serpents have another one. It's 9-7 now.
Now batting.
RBI double for Leon Morrison, and we're back to 1-swing baseball here for Ron Cox. Cox has 2 singles on the day. 2-1 the count from Moon. And pops it up into center field. Should be playable for Buzz Yellow. And he makes the catch for out number 3, but the Serpents get 1 more on the board, make it a 2-run game here as we head into the last 2 innings of the night. Zach Sass to lead things off here. He's 0 for 3 intense. But I don't think the Skulls have any other second baseman to replace him. And he'll ground that to his counterpart, Leon Morrison, at second. In time at first, round number 1.
Now batting the first baseman.
Here's Carroll Henry.
Number 44.
Start off the game pretty hot with a home run and a single. 2 outs since then, but still a good night against her former team. And she get back one of those runs here. Get something going for this Skulls offense. Heading the count 3-1 against Beifong. And we'll end up walking, so runner aboard here for the Skulls.
Now batting
Brings up
the
Galileo
right
Cat.
fielder.
He's 2 for 3 on the evening.
18.
Beifong through 2 2/3 so far. 3 hits, 2 walks, and Cat's going to put this one down. That's going to be the 4th hit. Oh, a caramel apple! It bounced off her glove. She able to recover in time. Oh, but throws it to second.
Now batting the center
I don't
fielder.
think.
Number 4.
Well, she had some speed. She could have gone home there. So runner goes to third, but stays put. This was a slow dribbler. Beifong won't go home. Goes to get the out at first. And the Skulls do get another one of those runs back. Makes it a 3-run game once again, 10-7. I have to break out the double digits here. Alicia Kim with RBI man activated. She's 2 for 3 on the evening. Can she get a base hit, bring another run home? 3-0 the count. And that's going to be a walk. Didn't give her a pitch to hit. And that brings up Kevin Manikin 0 for 4 intense. He stays in the game because the Skulls bench is Well, but Brock Yellow can't play third base. Well, in front of that one, 0-2 the count to Kevin Manikin. And Manikin connects with that one up the middle, base hit. Runners going around third, head for home, test the arm of Jerry Briggs. The throw is going to be not in time. And it's 11-7.
The catcher, number 5.
And that's going to bring up Lawrence Longshanks. Tough Beifong is now tense, giving up 3 earned here through 3 innings, 2 in this inning. Runners on first and second for Longshanks. Takes a strike there, 2-2. That one's wide, full count here for Longshanks. Runners going, and that one's going to get down into the corner. That should score 1. Runners going ahead for third. Caramel Apple is having a hard time reading the ball off the wall. She throws it into second again, but doesn't pay the price for it again. Caramel Apple is living dangerously out there in left field. Runner was a lot slower, so the decision is justified, and that one's by the glove of Alfred Walker, and another run's going to come home to score. The Skulls a 13-7 lead.
Number 2.
My, oh my. And this one's going to be a base hit into center field. And that's under the glove of Jerry Briggs. And that's going to clear the bases. It's going to be 15-7.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 9.
A massive 2-out rally from the Skulls. And they have taken an 8-run lead here in the top of the 8th inning. This should finally end the inning as Olsen takes the ground out and throws it to first in time, but 6 runs for the Skulls as we head to the bottom of the 8th, 15-7 here. The rookie Hartz to lead things off here. Moon back up on the mound. Oh, 0-2 the count to Hartz. And she pops this one up. She'll go down 0 for 4 in her SSBL debut. Not exactly what you're looking for from the Serpents, self-proclaimed number 2 prospect in their organization. I'm betting that Grant Elderbelly will get a call right back and say, hey, sorry about that. We want you back. Brings up Caramel Apple. She's had a great night. 3 for 4. A triple and 2 singles, but that one's grounded to second. Manikin up with it in time at first, round number 2. Brings up Big McLarch. He's 2 for 3 with a walk. Has an RBI with 2 singles. Fouls off the first offering from Moon. 0-2 the count now. Swung on, and that's by Cretaceous Moon. That's going to be good for a 2-out single from Big McLarch. And that's going to bring up Pete Zaw. He had a triple in his first at-bat of the game. That brought him 2 runs for the Serpents, but Zaw has been held somewhat quietly since then. Has drawn a walk so far. Falls behind 0-2 here. Missed out on a bomber special a couple innings. Oh, swing and a miss! And Cretaceous Moon rings him up, and we head to the 9th inning.
Now batting, the first
And here's Carol Henry to lead things off. Is BB Strongman purposely wearing 88 because it looks like 2 Bs? Swing and a miss there, drop third strike, but Big McLarch recovers, gets the ball to first in time for round number 1. Brings up Galileo Cat, he's locked in, the best game he's had in the Skulls uniform, 3 for 4. A double, 2 singles, and a walk, locked in. Three to 1 to count the count to Cat. That one's in there, full count. Swung on, that one's going to be just foul. Grounded to short, slow developing play, but Yeti Olsen has a strong arm and beats Cat to the bag for round number 2. That's going to bring up Buzz Yellow, 2 for 5 on the night, 4 RBIs. A home run and a double, and that's under the glove of Walker at first. And he'll be aboard with a 2-out single.
Now batting.
That's going to bring up Alicia Kim, 2 for 3 tonight. Home run single and 2 intentional walks. Once again, they're not giving her a pitch in the strike zone. She's ahead in the count 3-0. And that's going to be another walk to Alicia Kim, her third of the evening, which brings up Kevin Manikin.
Number 21.
An RBI single his last time at bat. And a slow roller. Leon Morrison's able to recover the throw in time for out number 3. So the deficit is 8 for the Serpents as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Walker, Briggs, and Olsen leading things off here.
The first baseman, number 77.
Tasha's Moon still on the mound at 38 pitches. 3-1 count here to Walker. Full count now. And Walker puts this one into left center, and that one is a no-doubter. .402 feet into left center, and it's 14-8 or 15-8.
Now batting, the center fielder. Now pitching, number 6.
Moon's day is done, and it's up to Mickey Dillon Jr. to try and get these final 3 outs. 1-1 the count here. 2-2. Full count. Rounded to first. Carol Henry's able to snag it and toss it to Dillon Jr., who covers in time for the first out.
The shortstop, number 7.
Eddie Olsen, first pitch swing, pops it up in foul territory. Longshanks under it and makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting,
And it's all up to Leon Morrison to try and extend this one.
number 17.
1 for 3 tonight. Double, a walk, and an RBI on his stat line. Rounded to second. Oh, and Zach Sass can't make the play. And Morrison will be aboard. Just by the outstretched glove of Zach Sass at second.
Now batting,
And the game will continue here with Ron Cox, 2 for 4 so far.
number 37.
Skulls looking to wrap up their first victory of the season. Be quite a sizable upset, in my opinion, here. Strike 1 in there. 2-1 the count here to Cox. Curveball in there. 2-2 now. Grounded to Sass, and this should end the game, and it will. Out number 3, and the Skulls of Rock take it to the Serpents and win 15-8. Crazy game. The Skulls scored in almost every inning but 3. Out hit the Serpents 18-17. Crazy game. A 6-run 8th inning. Let's see. Everyone but Zach Sass having a hit for the Skulls. Almost everyone having 2 base hits. Let's see. 4 for 5 was Darius Green the third. He had himself an excellent night. 4 RBIs for him, as well as Buzz Yellow, who went 3 for 6 himself, as well as Galileo Cat 3 for 5. Absolute fantastic night for the Skulls bats. And honestly, not a bad night for the Serpents bats. They had 17 hits. 3 apiece for Apple, McLarchuge, and pairs of hits for everyone except for Pizza, and then Hearts going 0 for in her first ever SSBL game. Let's take a look at stats. Cooley gets the win despite giving up 6 earned and 12 hits through 5 2/3, and Cretaceous Moon only giving up 2 through 2 2/3, and Dillon Jr. getting the last inning in relief. Neofumi, whatever, will get the loss, giving up 8 earned through 4 2/3, and Beifong giving up another 6 through 3, and Strongman with 1 through 1 1/3. Your MVP will be Green, Yellow, and Kim. And don't go anywhere. Game of the night, Wildcats and Stingers will be here. Game number 4 coming up right after this. If I can pull up the music.
Ready, set, go. Ready?
But she said, trust me, these are the stories we will tell. As I stood frozen, infinite, I almost fell. But I got a feeling and my heart starts beating, a sudden rush of feeling alive. This is freedom and I won't change, I won't phase out. I know.
Close your eyes, seek paradise. Won't change your mind, can't shake the lights. I'll take the chance and roll the dice. I want it all, just for the night. I live it out like I'll never die. I lose my head in the
Sorry for the delay, needed to do something in the save editor. But here we go. Game number 4 takes us to Red Rock with the 0-3 Wildcats versus the 2-2 Stingers. Back to the top of the rotation for them. Angelo DeVecchio, their ace, taking the mound here. We've seen 2 winless teams get their first W tonight. Will the Wildcats be the 3rd team to do so? One of the bigger surprises, I would say, of the SSBL, in my opinion, is the Wildcats having a bit of trouble. But honestly, it's not unprecedented because I was really surprised by their draft, if I'm being honest. 2 quick outs here, as brings up Rustin Baldwin. Because offense, I mean, their offense struggled. I mean, we had Emmett Fury, who didn't do well last year. Bobby Jimbo was like under the Mendoza line. They just had a lot of guys who didn't perform. And so with the picks that they did have in the draft, I figured one of them would be on a really hot offensive prospect. And, you know, like someone like Jerry Thunder was still around. I mean, was around up until the 2nd round. And so they went 2 pitchers, I mean, which is fine. Their pitching staff is older. You know, Mess is a season 2, Bodan's a season 2, so they need to kind of get some newer arms in the organization. So I definitely understand it. But I mean, the idea is competing now because they do have the team for it. Just the offense hasn't been there so far through the end of last season and so far into the start of this season. But nonetheless, here we are in the bottom of the 1st. A quick out here for Bodan, the former Retriever. Facing off against Squash Pixel here. It's a 2-1 count. Strike call, 2-2. That one's outside, full count here. Pixel will softly float that one to Bash Sluggington, route number 2.
The shortstop, number
That's going to bring up Ace to Salsa. Salsa. That one's fouled off, 1-2 the count to Salsa. And swing and a miss! And DeSalsa's rung up. And we'll head to the top of the 2nd inning. It's Whitney, Bash Sluggington, and your friend in mine, Bobby Jimbo.
the shortstop, number 5.
Whitney grounds this one to first. Highgrass will snag it and step on the bag for 1 out.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25.
It's also had a hat trick. No, you're thinking, or maybe a hat trick of something else. I think the hat trick you're thinking of was King Kush, who had a hat trick of home runs. What? How did that ball go into the air?
Now batting, the center fielder, number 7.
I don't remember a Stinger having 3 home runs, but I just watched the game earlier this afternoon. I could be just not remembering it well enough. I know, like, Matthew Kennedy had a grand slam. That one gets by Perez. And Sluggington will take second, which activates RBI man for Bobby Jimbo. He's got a 3-1 count. Compose goes on for DeVecchio. But doesn't matter, as Bobby Jimbo will take a walk,
Now batting,
which brings up
the
Rig
right
Porter.
fielder, number 3.
So 2 on, only 1 out here for the Wildcats here in the top of the 2nd inning. And they capitalize here early off of DeVecchio. Swing and a miss there, 1-2 the count. K Woman activated for DeVecchio. Porter fouls that one off. Gets jammed here, pops this one up. Third base side, infield fly is called. It's RB under it and makes a catch for out number 2.
Now batting,
Which
the
brings up Alan
designated
Hiker.
hitter, number 22.
Came in activated once again for DeVecchio. Looking for a first strikeout of the night. This one's hit softly into center. Tracking is Pixel, and he makes the catch for out number 3. A dangerous floater ends up in the glove of the center fielder, and we head to the bottom of the 2nd still at 0s. Here's Jackson Moore, the 4th. He's come on over the last couple of games, had himself a big home run against the High Rollers. It's this one to short. Whitney backhands it, gets to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Gary Starr of the Dragons. Yeah, I haven't watched the last 2 games just yet. I've been watching all the games to make sure we haven't missed any like point redemptions or any other injuries we might have missed. This one's through the left side of the infield, and the Stingers are on base here in the bottom of the 2nd inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 9.
I thought that was the first hit of the game for the Stingers, but I wasn't certain. High grass pops this one up into shallow center. Fury will be under it, makes the catch, 2 away. That's going to bring up Sarby.
The third baseman, number 20.
Spot of the order for the Stingers has been a bit lackadaisical. Sarby has not produced as well as you would think, and neither has Yomeko Pendragon. Pendragon has been a big disappointment. Bash Sluggington is able to snag that one before it gets by him, and he'll step in the back, round number 3, and we'll head to the top of the 3rd with nothing but zeros on the board score-wise. Smith, Fury, and Island do it for the Wildcats here.
Number 2.
It's been a lot of close losses for this Wildcats team, as they lost on a walk-off against the Angels in week 1, then took a hard loss to the Unicorns, and then lost by 1. The comeback came up just a bit short against the Ball Players. It's been a bit of a back-and-forth season for the Stingers. Winning games I figured they would lose, and losing games I thought they might be winning. Losing against the Ball Players, maybe not winning against the Serpents, but performing better than that actually did. That was an 8-2 game. But then smoking the Unicorns 14-7. And then, what was their other win? Oh, the High Rollers. Yeah, that's right. Beating the High Rollers, I think like 5-1 or 5-2. This one's hit into the close to the Grand Canyon. Tracking it is Matthew Kennedy, and he'll make the catch route number 2 on the warning track. Route number 2. I'm reminiscing. I'm missing the action. That's going to bring up Rustin Baldwin. 1 on, 2 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. First pitch swinging, but fouled off. Almost the exact same thing happened there. An 0-2 count. Delvecchio came in, activated a slow grounder to 3rd. No one's going to be able to catch up to it. And the throw is not in time. That's not the first time we've seen miscommunication from the pitcher and Zarbi at 3rd. And it's an infield single. That's going to bring up Whitney. 2 on, 2 out now. And the Wildcats take advantage of the miscommunication on the slow grounder to the 3rd base side. It doesn't look like it, as that one's hit straight to Dallas, Texas, who gets to first in time to retire the side. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. It's Pervez, Pendragon, and Dallas, Texas to lead things off for the Stingers. Bodan locked in, only giving up a hit so far through 2 innings pitched. Also has a strikeout under his belt tonight. Bez fouls that one off. 2-1 the count. That one inside, 3-1. And Pervez will walk. And Bodan will lose his mojo boost to bring up Yumeko Pendragon. And the Stingers get their offense going. Nope, it's going to be a 4-6-3 Dragon special. Pretty much routine Dragon special. Puts 2 down now in the bottom of the 3rd here for Dallas, Texas. Bodan back to locked in after getting that Dragon special turned by his defense. 3-1 count here. And he will end up walking. So the 2nd walk of the inning for Bodan. That's going to bring up Squash Pixel.
Number 9.
Dan checking on Texas at first. He's back in time. Don't know if there should be a lot of running. Bailey Smith has, I think, a perfect arm behind the plate. So not going to get much by her. This one is grounded to short. Whitney up with it. Oh, but Bash Sluggington can't catch it. It doesn't look into his glove, and the runner will be safe. So the inning continues. An error for Bash Sluggington, and the Stingers capitalize off the gift. Brings up Ace to Salsa. That one's grounded to short again. Whitney, this time Sluggington looks it in all the way for out number 3, and we'll head to the 4th still knotted up at 0.
Now batting,
And here's
the
Bash
first
Sluggington.
baseman, number 25.
Doesn't have a mojo hit from that error. But grounds that one to Highgrass, his first base counterpart. And Highgrass will step on the bag for out number 1.
Fielder, number 7.
This one's fouled off by Bobby Jimbo. Your friend and mine. He falls behind 0-2. Cayman activated for Delvecchio. She's still looking for her first one of the night. Jimbo fouls off, stays alive. But swing and a miss, and Delvecchio gets her first K.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 3.
And she's locked in now. This one, oh, ace to Salsa. Almost snow-coned it, but it's off his glove. That one's going to be down for a 2-out single. And Delvecchio, through no fault of her own, really, will lose the mojo boost. And that's going to bring up Alan Hiker with a runner on and 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. DeSalsa just needed a little bit more of a jump to snag that one. 3-0 count here to Hiker. Let's see if Compose, nope. I feel like 90% of the time, Compose does nothing.
Number 2.
So now 2 on, 2 out here for Bailey Smith. His first pitch swing and breaks her bat. Will it stay in play? Oh, it just hits the wall behind home plate, and Smith stays alive. Swing and a miss there, 1-2 the count. This one's up the middle, but Texas is able to range over there. Backhanded and get us the first in time for out number 3, and the Wildcats leave a couple more stranded as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Without a doubt, Puppet Specialist is by far the best one to have. I mean, honestly, I don't feel K-Man pays off that frequently either. I mean, look at Delvecchio. She's had probably about 4 or 5 opportunities with that K-Man activated. This one is going to, just be foul. But only has the 1 strikeout so far. I mean, good stat batters from the Wildcats. A lot of contact as Jackson Moore will strike out looking.
The right fielder,
But yeah,
number 2.
this one's a slow grounder. Bashling is able to stop it and throw it to Bodan, who covers just in the nick of time for out number 2.
First baseman, number
And here comes Dank Highgrass. Last man standing between us and the top of the 5th inning. Swing and miss there, 1-2 the count. And this one's a grounder to Sluggington, and he'll step on the bag for out number 3. To the 5th we go. We've got ourselves another scoreless game heading into the 5th inning. Only 4 hits combined between the 2 teams in this one.
number 11.
That Skull Serpents game remains the one outlier so far of the evening. 3-0 count here to Emmett Fury. And Composed, I don't think she's throwing a strike with Composed
Now
on.
batting, the
It's
left
just,
fielder,
it's
number
garbage.
28.
I don't know why, but it is. 4 walks for Delvecchio. Hit and run was on. This one's flown out into right. Kennedy will make the catch. Runner retreats back to first, 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 30.
Up comes Rustin Baldwin.
Steve Wright.
1-1 the count to him. He's got a hit. One of the 3 hits so far on the evening for the Wildcats. He falls behind 1-2 here. Let's see if K-Man will be paid off for Delvecchio. Just misses in the top of the zone. It's a 2-2 count. This is swung on. It's a slow grounder to Texas. He charges it and gets it to first in time for out number 2.
Now batting,
Runner advances
the
90 feet in
shortstop,
scoring position now,
number
though,
5.
for Whitney. Runner's got plenty of speed, so a base hit could give us our first run of the game. Whitney puts this one into right. Looks like it's going to stay in the park as Matthew Kennedy makes the catch on the warning track for out number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Zarbi, Pervez, and Pendragon 7-8-9 do up for the Stingers here.
The third baseman, number 20. Now batting.
Has Bodan faced the minimum so far?
Number 23.
I don't think so, but no. Because he faced the minimum
Now
9
batting.
after 3.
The left fielder. Number
He should only be no, so never mind. But 2 quick outs here for Bodan as he's working through the Stingers lineup. Mako Pendragon. Swing and a miss, a strikeout for Bodan. And we head to the 6th inning, still not up at 0. Sluggington, Jimbo, and Rig Porter do up for the Wildcats.
now batting. The first baseman.
Sluggington is tense
Number
now, 1 for 2.
25.
This one's up the middle, and Dallas, Texas can't corral that one. And Bash Sluggington will have himself a leadoff single, and we'll get back to neutral.
Now batting. The
Up
center
comes
fielder,
Bobby Jimbo,
Number 7.
your friend and mine. This one's through the left side of the infield. Ace also stops it, but can't make a throw in time. And 2 runners are aboard to start off the inning for the Wildcats.
Number 3.
Nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. Delvecchio in a bit of a jam here facing Rig Porter. In consolation, not a lot of speed on the lead runner at second. Could maybe be beneficial in trying to turn a Dragon special. 2-2 the count. Be a great time for K-Man to pay dividends. This one's hit to center, tracking it. It's over the head of Squash Pixel. That's going to get down, but there's a logjam on the base paths. What could have easily scored a run just leads the Wildcats to go station to station. Bases are loaded here, top of the 6th. Nobody out, and Alan Hiker will pop up off the first pitch. Delvecchio will make the catch. That's 1 out.
Now batting.
And here's Bailey Smith.
Number now pitching.
Delvecchio will be pulled in favor of Robin Ryan. Can Robin Ryan keep this a scoreless game? 2-0 the count here to Bailey Smith. Curveball finds his own, 2-1. As does that one, 2-2. Strike 3 call at the bottom of the zone. A huge strikeout for Robin Ryan. And back to the top of the order, it's up to Emmett Fury. Strike called at the bottom of the zone, 100 miles an hour on the fastball. Curveball swung through, 0-2 the count. This one's popped up. Can Dallas, Texas corral? He can for out number 3. The Wildcats load the bases with nobody out and cannot score a run. And we'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning.
The second base.
A huge couple of outs by Robin Ryan keeps us locked at 0. And Dallas, Texas leads us off in the bottom of the 6th with a single into right. Leadoff runner aboard here for the Stingers.
Now batting. The center.
That base running blunder could come back to bite the Wildcats. It was a hard play to judge, but it just went over Pixel's head. And runners could only go station to station. That one's through the left side of the infield. And the Stingers start off the 6th inning themselves with back-to-back base hits.
Now
And brings up Ace DeSalsa. Can the Stingers do what the Wildcats were unable to? Big swing and a miss there from DeSalsa, way out in front of that one. Lets that one go, 1-1 the count. That one's outside. As is that one, a 3-1 count here to DeSalsa. Swings on that one, fouls it off, and we got ourselves a full count here. Pitch is swung on, popped up a mile high. Infield fly is called. Bailey Smith under it, and she'll make the catch for out number 1. And that's going to bring up Jackson Moore, the 4th. He had himself from heroics last week. Can he deliver here for his team once again here in the clutch? He swings on that one. It's through the right side of the infield. Runner's going to head for 3rd and stay put there. A decent arm on Rig Porter. He was able to cut that one off in the shallow part of right field. Right field is not too deep here at Red Rock. So the bases are loaded now for the Stingers. Here's Matthew Kennedy with only 1 out. And he hits the first pitch. This one's headed to left. Oh, it's just foul. It misses the foul pole by half a foot, but the next pitch is going to get down to the center. Bobby Jimbo gets it on the 1 hop, but not before 2 runs are going to score for the Stingers, and they take the lead 2-0.
now batting. The first
Matthew Kennedy coming in clutch for the Stingers. And here's Dank Highgrass. 2 on, only 1 out here, still in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bo Dan no longer locked in. This one's a grounder to slug it in, caught it before it hit the ground. Probably should have let it hit the ground. Would have turned an inning double play. But instead, it's 2 outs, 2 on here for Zarbi. Takes a first pitch strike on the outside edge. Swings on that one up the middle. Emmett Fury will throw it to first in time for round number 3, but not before the Stingers strike the scoreboard first with the 2-run RBI single from Matthew Kennedy.
Batting, the left fielder.
And the Wildcats have to get through Robin Ryan. Not the easiest task in the world here in the top of the 7th here. Chico Island leading things off. This one's into right. Matthew Kennedy will make a sliding catch, round number 1.
The third
That had Bomber Special written all over it, but Matthew Kennedy said, not on my watch. 1 away. This one's popped up into left. 3 people are converging, but it will be Ace DeSalsa who makes the snag for out number 2.
the shortstop,
And here's Whitney.
number 5.
Whitney 0 for 3 so far today. 2-0 the count to knee. 3-0. And that's a 4-pitch walk to Whitney.
Now
And that's going to bring up Bash slugging in 2 for 3 on the day.
number 25.
1 swing baseball. That's 5 straight balls from Ryan. That screwball finds his own. This one's going to be up the middle. Ace DeSalsa can't snag it. Would have been a tough play anyway. So 2 aboard now here for Bobby Jimbo with RBI man activated.
Number 7.
Pressure is mounting here in the top of the 7th, folks. Ryan can't find the zone. 2-0 the count to Jimbo. Finds his own there. 2-1. That one runs inside. 3-1. That one's nowhere close, and the bases will be loaded with Wildcats. And it's up to Rig Porter, who's also 2 for 3 on the evening. 2 walks from Ryan and a base hit given up after getting 2 quick outs here in the top of the 7th. Can he get out of the self-made jam? No, he can't! This one's hit into right, and Rig Porter has a grand slam! Rig Porter puts the Wildcats on top 4-2, 406 feet into right. And the Wildcats finally get a hit with runners, or they had a hit with runners in scoring position, so the Wildcats finally get on the board, finally take advantage of a scoring opportunity. Of all the people it coming against Robin Ryan, has to hurt. Highgrass will take it himself for out number 3, and we'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Stingers just like that now trail by 2 here.
The catcher.
And still facing off against Bo Dan. Only at 77 pitches despite getting kind of beat up there a little bit in that last half inning. Revez falls behind 0-2. Ground this one to short. Should be an easy play for Knee. In time at first, 1 away. Mojo boost for Bo Dan. He should be back to locked in now.
Fielder, number 12.
First pitch swinging is Pendragon, and she grounds it to Sluggington, who will take it himself for round number 2.
Now batting.
That's going to bring up Dallas, Texas.
Number 12.
Dallas, Texas. Oh, Emmett Fury with a good snag. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Dan, and we head to the top of the 8th. Smith, Fury, and Island do up for the Wildcats.
Now batting, the catcher, number 2.
Steve Wright.
2-1 the count here to Smith. Smith will foul that one off. 2-2. Foul another one off. Full count here. Grounded to third. B up with it. In time at first, round number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 11.
Brings up Emmett Fury 0 for 3 on the night. Does have a walk swing and a miss there. He strikes out swinging.
Now
And up comes Chico Island 0 for 4.
Number 28.
First pitch swing gets jammed. That one's a fly out to shallow right by Dallas, Texas makes the catch. And we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Pixel, DeSalsa, and Moore due up for the Stingers, trailing here by 2.
Center fielder.
Dan still on the mound, locked in now. Had a good night so far. Only 7 base runners allowed through 7 innings so far. Has the 2 earned runs to his name. 2-2 count here to squash Pixel. Full count. Pixel fouls that one off, protecting the plate. Fouls off another one. Oh, swings at ball 4 and grounds it softly to Sluggington. Picks it up, steps on the bag, 1 away.
The shortstop.
That was ball 4, without a doubt. And Bo Dan's going to get pulled here in favor of Abel Mars. I'm not sure if I like that call with how Bo Dan has had tonight. He had that 1 rough inning, but I think he was under 90 pitches. So it's a 2-2 count here to Ace DeSalsa, who's had a rough night. 0 for 3 so far. And strike 3 called! Abel Mars strikes out the first batter he faces.
Designated hitter.
And that brings up Jackson Moore, the 4th.
22.
Moore puts this one to the left. And that's going to be caught by Island with his heels on the warning track for out number 3. We'll head to the top of the 9th inning. It's a 4-2 ball game. Wildcats looking for a bit of insurance with 3, 4, 5 due up here. It was this tandem that had that 2-out rally that led to Rig Porter hitting that grand slam. That's put them up here 4-2 here. In the late stages of this ball game, this one's hit to center field, but Squash Pixel will make the catch for out number 1,
Now batting. the
which brings up
shortstop,
Whitney.
Number 5.
And Whitney puts this one into right center. It's carrying back. It's going to one-hop off the warning track on the wall. And Whitney is going to have himself a 1-out double.
Now batting.
And here's Bass Sluggington, 3 for 4.
25.
Was it him who had... I can't remember if it was Sluggington that benefited off the one that just barely got off the glove of the Salsa at short. Robin Ryan needs to make quick work of this, needs to keep this at a 2-run deficit, but has a 3-1 count here to Sluggington. And will walk Sluggington. That's going to put 2 aboard here. That's going to bring up Bobby Jimbo with RBI and activated.
Number 7.
He's 1 for 2 tonight, 2 walks. And RBI man turn into something positive here for Jimbo. And Jimbo puts one up the middle. That's probably going to score a run. Runners rounding third, headed home. The throw from Pixel is not going to be in time. And the Wildcats put up another one up on the board. They take a 3-run lead here, 5-2 here in the top of the 9th. Ryan Tintz giving up all 5 earned runs through 3 innings tonight. 4 hits, 3 walks. It's not been a great night for him.
Right.
2-2 the count here. That one's fouled off. Rig Porter, here's the grand slam hitter. Hits that one back to Ryan. He's going to go second for 1 in time. Not in time at first, though.
Now batting.
Can't turn the Dragon special in the inning. That's going to put runners at the corners with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th for Alan Hiker. 0 for 3. He checks on Porter. He's back in time. This one's going to be through the right side of the infield. That's going to bring home another run for the Wildcats, and they'll lead by 4, 6-2 now.
Now batting. The catcher. Number 2.
Off the plate.
3-1 the count here to Bailey Smith, and Smith will pop this one up. It should be out number 3, and Dink Highgrass confirms that. So it's going to be 4 the Stingers need here in the bottom of the 9th here against Abel Mars. Kennedy, Highgrass, and B due up here.
Now batting. The
Need some late inning heroics.
Number 2.
Matthew Kennedy with the lone RBIs on the night for the Stingers. Back in that 6th inning. But his team could not hold it, but starts the inning off solidly with the leadoff walk. That's going to bring up Dank Highgrass, 0 for 3 so far tonight. High pitch activated for Highgrass. 2-0 to Highgrass. 3-0. That one finds the zone, makes it a 3-1 count. This one's hit hard, and that's going to be over the head of Whitney, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall and kick around a little bit awkwardly. Runner's headed for third. Kennedy's rounding third, headed for home, and that's going to be an RBI double for Dank Highgrass, and it's 6-3.
The third baseman, number 20.
Nobody out here still in the bottom of the 9th. That one's going to be out number 1 as RB rounds out to Sluggington, 1 away. Here's Nabil Perez.
Number 23.
Nabil Perez. Tying run is on deck for the Stingers right now. Perez has a 3-0 count. Ooh, lets that one go. That was right down the heart of the plate. And Mars has battled back, makes it a full count. Oh, gets him to swing at one in the opposite batting box. And it's a strikeout, 2 away. And here's Yomeko Pendragon, the last chance for the Stingers here. And she falls behind 0-2 to Mars. Breaks her bat, fouling that one off. She stays alive. Lays off that one. Hits this one into center. This one's tracking back. It's at the wall. It's gone! And just like that, we've got a 1-run ball game here. Yomeko Pendragon does the first thing I think of the entire season. Brings her team within 1, and here's Dallas, Texas.
Second baseman,
This man hasn't hit a home run probably since season 5. Can he deliver for his team here in the bottom of the 9th to tie things up? He went all of season 6 without a home run for the Walkers. He needs to find a way to get on base. He's got a 3-1 count here. That one finds his zone. It's a full count. The pitch is too tall. And the tying run is on board, and the winning run is represented here by Squash Pixel. Pixel is 1 for 4. Runner is going. The throw is going to be, oh, just not in time. Oh, I thought they might have had him. So the tying run 180 feet away. Squash Pixel puts this one close to the Grand Canyon. It's going to be off the wall. Squash Pixel's going to tie the game up at 6. I thought he had it, but he hit it to one of the deepest parts of the park. But the winning run is now 180 feet away. Can Ace DeSalsa land the knockout punch between the eyes of Abel Mars? No, and we're going to go to extras. We're tied up here at 6, and we're going to the top of the 10th inning. I thought Pixel had it.
now batting.
That ball needed another like 5 feet
Now pitching.
deeper or 5 feet to the right, and it would have landed in the Grand Canyon. So here we are at 6 apiece in the top of the 10th inning here in game number 4. Ben Long comes into relief. Oh, and that's a beanball. Oh, that's not how you want to start things off for Ben Long. He'll be tense now.
Fielder, number 28.
And not exactly the stats you want in a relief pitcher now that he's tense. But here's Chico Island tense as well, 0 for 5, but is known for hitting home runs while tense. Even off the best pitchers in the game. Oh, and Ben Long battles back and strikes out Chico Island. He's 0 for 6.
Third baseman, number 30.
In comes Rustin Baldwin. He's 1 for 5. Very dangerous game right here. It's a really big fact. If you remember, this one's popped up. Hit and run was on, but this should be playable. Dallas, Texas snags that for out number 2. That Dixie Norms is injured. She got hit with a comebacker against the Serpents, so she is not on the staff. It is actually the rookie Strong Noodle Arm who takes her place. So I don't know if Noodle Arm's a he or a she, but they are the replacement. Wonder if we'll see them anytime soon. 2-1 count here from Ben Long to Whitney. That one's just a bit too tall, 3-1. Pressure is all the way up. That one finds his own. Full count, the payoff pitch from Long. Oh, just misses. And I feel like for like the millionth time tonight, the Wildcats have 2 on and 2 out. And here's Bash Sluggington. He's 3 for 4 tonight. 3 singles and a walk. 6-6 ball game here, top of the 10th inning. Ben Long can't find the zone. That one does. 2-1 the count. Pressure is full tilt. Oh, that one's just low. It's a 3-1 count. Oh, and that one misses too. And the bases will be loaded.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 7.
I think there's a K in there, Puppet. And who else will it be than your friend and mine, Bobby Jimbo, with the bases loaded, RBI man activated. He's 2 for 3, 2 singles, 2 walks, has an RBI. Ben Long's throwing it everywhere. He can't find the zone. 3-1 the count. And Bobby Jimbo is going to get a grand slam! 2 grand slams tonight for Bobby Jimbo! And the Wildcats retake the lead, 10-6.
Now batting, the right fielder, now pitching.
And there is Strong Noodle Arm.
7.
Too little, too late. And the Stingers are down by 4 once again. Holy cow. Oh no! Noodle Arm! I think Noodle Arm just threw out his Noodle Arm!
The designated hitter, number 22.
Oh no, he just has a blister. He just has a blister. And once again, the Stingers will need 4 here in the bottom of the 10th inning. They've done it once. Can they do it again? And that's a good way to start it. That one's over the head of Everett Sardee, of Emmett Fury, and the leadoff runners aboard. Jackson Moore, the 4th, with a base hit.
Now batting,
Brings up Matthew Kennedy.
right fielder, number 2.
Kennedy fouls that one off. 1-1 the count here from Abel Mars, who's tense, giving up those 4 earned runs in that bottom of the 9th inning. That one's in the dirt, 2-2. Ooh, that one's fouled off. That was a meaty pitch, left over the middle of the plate. That one's tall. It's a full count. And that one's too low, and that's going to be a walk. So 2 runners aboard here for the Stingers for Dank Highgrass. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 10th inning. How much longer of a leash do they give Abel Mars? If anyone can find the injury sheet quickly, could you tell me what nasty blister is? That might not be a last, and I don't even know when the Stingers' next game is. And just like that, the bases are loaded. Nobody out here, and here comes Zarbi. Out goes Mars, in comes Oldman. Oh! Oldman almost plugs Zarbi. That one's fouled off, 1-1 the count. That one's tall, 2-1. That one's low, 3-1. Nowhere to put Zarbi. He fouls it off. It's going to be a full count. The bases are loaded. And this one's hit into right. That's going to get down. 1 run's going to come home to score. Another one rounding third, headed for home. And it's going to be a 2-run single for Zarbi.
Now batting, the
And just like that, the winning run is at the plate here in Naval Perez. And Perez doesn't have enough. It's off the pole! Naval Perez with a walk-off home run for the Stingers! Stingers! Holy Toledo! I don't believe what I've seen tonight! Oh my gosh. The Stingers come back from 4 down twice to walk off over the Wildcats. I do not believe what we just witnessed. Holy cow. That is unbelievable. The Wildcats even out-hit the Stingers. Look at that middle of the lineup, slugging like 3-6-9, 3/4 of your hits coming from slugging in Jimbo and Porter. Then a hit from Baldwin, Knee, and Hiker. 10 walks, 4 strikeouts. 5 RBIs from Jimbo, 4 from Porter. 2 grand slams for the Wildcats, and they still lose. Wildcats dropped to 0-4 on the season. Did not see that one coming. And Stingers, I think, apart from like an opening day win, are above 500 for probably the first time in their franchise history. It's definitely the deepest into the season they've ever been above 500. Let's see, 2 for 3, or no, that's hit runs. Let's see, pair of hits from Pixel, Moore, Kennedy, Pervez hitting the walk-off. Pendragon also having a huge shot. Holy cow. I'm going to have to, after the streams, I have to watch those last few innings back. That is unbelievable what we have witnessed. It'll be Hal Oldman who gets the loss with the double infinity ERA, 2 earned with no outs recorded. Abel Mars gets pegged for 7 in relief through 1 2/3. Delvecchio long departed from the game, 5 1/3, no earned. Ryan blowing the save with 6 earned through 2 2/3. Ben Long giving up 4 through 2/3, and Noodle Arm ended up getting the win, getting the last out for the Stingers. Your MVP is Bobby Jimbo, followed by Rick Porter. The only Stinger is Matthew Kennedy. Holy cow. Well, week 3, day 1 definitely does not disappoint. Bombers over the Angels 8-1, Overdrafts 3-0 over the Retrievers, Skulls 15-8 over the Serpents, and the Stingers 11-10 over the Wildcats. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll be on the call for the rest of the week. I'll be sure to see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see y'all then.